Yo, 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 yo. What's good, my people? It's me, back again in the studio, Gooner. We're here on Gooner TV to bring you another EPL preview show. It's a random night, it's a late night, but man's had so many things to do today, you would not believe. But people, we got it all done. We're here, we're going to bring you the previews like we always do. It is not Friday, people. Don't adjust you. Don't wonder what day it is. There is midweek EPL action starting tomorrow. Last game will be Thursday. I believe Man U plays West Ham on Thursday. So we'll return Thursday night to the review show for the week, reveal all the scores, and reveal the table for the week. So big up again to Apache with the champion for the weekend for the score predictions. We'll call it some beginner's luck. First time Apache ever was in the building to do the scores, and Apache went home with the title. Myself, Float Management, and BBK Sports. We all had the worst record, so yeah. Donkey of the Week was the host, people. And that was just mainly because I want to make sure that everyone that participates feel a part of it, you know? It don't make sense I just win every week. So it was really a tactic on my part to just make sure people know that I'm not cheating and stuff. So yeah, we're back to regular programming this week. Most anxiety waiting over here. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Well, go on DJ. We're there, Yeah, man, people. Yo, I had a full day, like full day of work, busy day at work. Once we got through with that, pick up Julie from training, come back, drop her off, go at the car dealership, sort that out. So man's got a new vehicle in the night, yeah. And yeah, deal with that. Then deal with some food, deal with some more things, make sure I sort out everything else about the car, insurance, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. I'm saying, all right, cool. I almost just send a message and say, yo, people, I'm not, yo, but I say, you know what? I'm not that. Vibes, we're all have vibes. Because right now, like, the stress, I'm dealing with that today and everything I know me that to deal with today, but it's behind me now. We can just move forward. So that is it, people. Mans was doing a lot of grown-up stuff. You see me? And yeah, we are back. We are in the studio. We're ready. We have the games line off. And yeah, let's start the show because you don't know the thing go. But all right, before I do that though, people, you hear my accent, so you know me a yard man, right? Now I have to show you what the Jamaica basketball team been up to. Zine, because trust me, Jamaica basketball team making us proud right now. So they're playing in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. And I'm telling you, people, they have played two games. They have played two games over there. They have played two games over there, and they have beaten Puerto Rico twice. So they beat them by, I think it was 3 the other night or 2. Yeah, by 2. Kofi got the put back late in the game basically with no time left in the game. And they turn around 3 nights later and they defeat them again. This time 97-92. So quite amazing what they were able to do, people. Is a big time upset. A lot of people were like, yo, can't believe this did happen. But yeah, them put in the work and them get it done, So this is them in the locker room after the game, holding up vibes. Yeah, man, them win 97-92. So hold on there. The country them there. So I have them. So I can't search it. Come on, drop some flag in the comments, you know. But yeah, I have to make you know what Jamaica basketball team up to, you know. Man, them a get W's out here in these streets. Yeah, man. So big up to them. Big up to them. Big up to them. 2-0 so far. Let me see. I was just looking at the group a while ago. So Jamaica is in Group B, and they are now 2-0. Canada and Bahamas also in them group, and Canada is also 2-0. They defeated Bahamas tonight again. This time 94-88. Much closer game than the first game. First game, I think Canada beat them by about a good 30 points. So yeah, I am trying to figure out now what the next move is, because Jamaica was playing in Puerto Rico and Canada was playing at home in Canada. So I don't know. I have to really look and see like how the schedule goes for the rest of it. Let's see, standings, Group B, show games. Okay, so Jamaica will play Bahamas February the 26th. So it look like it's a lot like the international windows. So these have Jamaica as the first team named. So I wonder if that means anything as far as who is gonna be hosting it. I think it's supposed to be in Jamaica. So that would be good. If these games are gonna be in Jamaica, that would be nice. Let the fans get to watch this team play. So yeah, February the 26th and February the 26th. February the 26th and March the 1st, Jamaica will have 2 games, one versus Bahamas and one versus Canada. So that should be really, really good. And you know, the home fans in Jamaica, hopefully these wins can, you know, make the rounds on social media. The people them can build up a vibes and come watch some basketball, because this team is actually very talented. I watched the extended highlights of the first game, and yeah, man, they had some really good players, good quality. Kofi was a big pickup, big man down low. You can't really stop him. Yeah, so that I got nice, man. That I got nice. And before that, that series of games, I'm gonna really do some research. Big up to one of my subs. Them did send me a DM, and did I ask me for really do some research and really forward with something. Him did really want something before the game tonight, but you know my style, people. I go try do some research on each and every player and let them know, like, you know. So hopefully we can maybe get to some of them, even get them on the channel. That would be nice. And let's try drum up some excitement for the 2 games in Jamaica. So yeah, based on the website, DJ, it looked like both games supposed to be in Jamaica. So I mean, just based on the fact that these 2 games, when you click on them, you see the Puerto Rico, like it basically denoting where it's gonna be played. And for the 2 games, when you click on them, the games that are coming later in the tournament, they have the JAM in brackets. So that would make me believe, say, those are gonna be played in Jamaica. So yeah, because it looked like Puerto Rico due to host again the next time, playing Canada and Bahamas. But this don't make no sense, you know, because how Jamaica would have played Bahamas and then Jamaica play Canada. So they're gonna make them fly from Puerto Rico to Jamaica. I guess that's possible. February 26th and then March 1st. That rough on Bahamas and Puerto Rico and Canada, because them have to travel. And Jamaica and Puerto Rico will just be at home. And then the second set of games now, Jamaica will have to do some traveling. Bahamas to Canada. Rotted. Yo, them can't do it like this, bro. I guess they could, but Jano. But anyway, for sure, February 26th, Jamaica, Bahamas. March 1st, Jamaica, Canada. And based on what I'm seeing here, these games are scheduled to be played in Jamaica. So that will be a nice little treat for the fans on the island, you know. Hopefully them can get a nice turnout for the game then. But yeah, I had to just big them up before we start the EPL content because that was wicked. We play Bahamas 2 times and Canada 2 times. Well, yeah, but not in the same window. So the next window of 2 games, it's just gonna be 1 game against Bahamas, 1 against Canada, and then to end off the thing, it's gonna be 1 against so and so, 1 against so and so. But I think for travel reasons, I would think that maybe the next leg of games we're just gonna play Bahamas twice in Jamaica because I can't see them forcing the teams to travel like that, you know. But we'll see still. It's saying both games supposed to be in Jamaica, and it's saying right now that it will be against 1 against Bahamas, 1 against Canada. But I think it's gonna be like how this match window was where this game window was where you played one team and then one of them had the home games, you know. Bless up next up in our building. Big up yourself, my brother. Hope all is well with you. People, if you haven't already, give a look into Next Up Sports Talk. Go over there, drop a like, drop a subscribe. Yeah, man. Another football creator, content creator, focus mainly on the reggae boys, but can talk about anything in football. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go over there and give my strength. Float management in our building. Big up yourself, bro. Go on. But they are easy, you know. Had a full day. Man's got a new car in a day. Yeah? Shouldn't even say car, it's a truck. Big boy. Big man. All right, so no further itching, people. Let's get down to the business of picking these damn games better than I did last time. All right, so okay, we can't watch that. Yo, what the hell, man? Team news. All right, so we have some team news. First, we're gonna head over to a team that's struggling at the minute, and that is Tottenham Doodle Spur. They are going to be facing off against Newcastle at St. James Park. So, not the best place to be going when you're not in the best form. But Tottenham really has been worse at home. So, maybe the fact that they're going away from home, this could be a better performance from them. But basically, Frank confirmed no additional injury concerns. So, at least something good going for them. Fourth match in 10 days is tough. Jeez. Speaking at his pre-match press conference, everyone ready for Fulham is now ready for Newcastle. Cuti Romero returns from a 1-match suspension. All right, picking up 5 yellows. He had to sit out the match against Fulham. Bissouma, Kulusevski, Madison, and Solanke still out. Ben Davies has been back in the matchday squads. Dragosin and Takai also back in training. So that is pretty much it. So it looks like Brennan Johnson should be good to go. I think he was in the squad last time. But that's pretty much it. Romero should be back in the lineup. Should be back in the lineup. And then here's the team news from Newcastle. Since it's right here, we'll just take it from here. So Wissa is getting closer to his return. Boy, I forget that Newcastle didn't even buy that brother there. And you know who else Wissa plays for, right? I'll let you guys say it in the comment section. Who else does Johan Wissa play for besides Brentford? And why is that important to someone like me right now? Let me know. See if you guys been paying attention. All right, so Eddie Howe, so Wissa participated in 11v11 while they were at Everton. He'll have another one at some stage this week, and we'll see how close he is. So he should be a few weeks off then. Trippier is going to miss the game through injury. He's been out the last couple of games. Batman is also a doubt, and so is Nick Pope. He's going to see a specialist in the next couple of days to get a definitive opinion on whether he needs an injection or whether he's able to rest for a few days and resume training. But Sven Batman really is injury prone. No further update. He's one of a number of players we'll analyze early this week and try to get a proper diagnosis. So it's kind of hilarious the timing of this injury from Nick Pope because just recently I believe what's his name, Eddie Howe was asked about the possibility of even dropping Nick Pope due to some high profile mistakes and stuff. And he was saying, well, we have a good quality backup keeper, so that's a decision we'll have to make. So yeah, Red Skull Congo, Jamaica Doom. Red Skull, what you mean? We have speed. Oh my gosh. No, don't get me started on that topic. Why me even bring up Whisper? Sure. All right, so that is the team news ahead of the Newcastle Tottenham game. Nothing crazy to report. Just know that players that were out for Newcastle still out, not quite back yet. Batman, Pope, and Wissa. So Ramsdale will probably get the start against Tottenham, which he love. All right, so the next team. Where's Everton? All right, so Everton team news, and they'll kick off tomorrow. Question is this: Wissa or no Wissa? Do you think they will have a chance? Look, they have a chance just because football, anybody on the day can do something. But I mean, it will have to be. I would not bet on it. Put it that way. I would not bet on it. I think the first game going to be challenging. I know a lot of people say, okay, we'll get by them or whatever, but I'm not say that, brother. Because we have a tendency to not put teams away, and I mean, look, I don't even want to start think about that yet. That's March. Yeah, man, make them know for like the damn stream and I stop going so. Stop going so. All right. So Everton for the next place we go forward. So Everton plays Bournemouth tomorrow, and this is the team news ahead of that. What the hell? Okay. All right. So David Moyes confirmed no new injury concerns. All the players that were out still out. Coleman, Roll, Branthwaite, who I don't even remember played football at this point, and Nathan Patterson. Idrissa Gueye served the second game of his 3-match ban. He's gonna serve it now. Okay, damn, them give him 3 games for the slap. That's about squad availability. Must reveal a couple of players face Newcastle with minor niggles, but there was no fresh issues for Tuesday. If we had other players available, we might have altered that. Okay. Sam said, boy, a couple of the players them weren't really up for the fight, Well, no matter what you say, I get a 4-1 shellacking. Pickford after the masterclass against United do some madness in another game there. Iraola. Wow, 3 players based on cards can't play this game. So Lewis Cook got a straight red, so he'll miss the next 3 games. And Senesi and Brooks booked for their 5th time, so they will serve the 1-match ban. Ganondorf is still out and Christie still out. Semenyo and Clivert did make their return, so they're getting players back but losing them at the same time, whether due to injury or suspension. So that's Bournemouth and Everton's team news, and that match will kick off tomorrow. And then the other game tomorrow, okay, so we already spoke on those. Now the other game tomorrow, Fulham and Man City. Let's just take a look and see what's going on in that one. All right, I don't know why every week Pep feel the need to tell us the same information, but let me tell you what it is again. So Guardiola expects a difficult encounter at Fulham. All right. Impressive 2-1 victory at Spurs this past weekend for Fulham. And they started out that game like a house on fire. Could have been 3-4-0. Every year with the ball, they're even better. Tough opponent. I saw their games against Chelsea, Arsenal, and Sunderland. Always is so difficult for the opponent to break them up. All right. So Pep say him like the stadium. Silva and Donnarumma 1 game away from suspension. 4 yellow card him get already. How him get so much? Time wasting? How the hell him I get yellow cards up? So that is the team news out of City. Let's see if I can get some team news. Okay, Silva. So Marco Silva had this to say ahead of the clash tomorrow. So we don't want Cyber Monday deals. All right, Man City. Some can just get what him say. Yeah, okay, cool. Here we go. Man, them City have won the previous 18 meetings. Wow. So man, them can't even draw. Blah, blah, blah. I want to see. So the man not talk about team news, brother. Beer City alone, him talk about. Yo, I can't. Bro, man, not telling nothing about the team. So everybody fit for Fulham people. That man tell you. That man said not one word about injury. He said Fulham need some new player. Yo, Game Bird say, yo, I'm ready, you know. I don't know where I wait for them. I'm ready for telescores, you know. I tell you, every side I get injured. Game Birds a drop score. So what you say? 3-1? 3-1 to who? Okay, 3-1 Newcastle. That might be a good one. Cherries. 2-1 for the Toffees. Big up Pristine in the building. Or go on my G. Respect again for the membership, you know. Legendary status. At this rate, the team's gonna have to, yep. Fulham 1, City 3. Bournemouth 2-1, say Pristine. City 2-0, say Pristine. Bless up, Conrad. Bless up, Gigs. What go on? There, you know. Go on with our vibes in a late night, yeah. All right. Let's see. Arsenal, Newcastle. Remember Newcastle? Someone put Newcastle. Who we are playing? Brentford. So right, Newcastle is up. What do I do? Arsenal, Brentford. Arsenal. Okay. Post Chelsea press conference, but I know that more see. I already know my clout are going so. Bro. I guess it's too early. I guess tomorrow we get the pre-match, you know? But man, them play Sunday. Probably real recovery day today. Probably train tomorrow light. Play Wednesday again. Yeah, tomorrow press conference. Man, I get shit out of that today. Eh? I wonder if we just forward tomorrow for the next part of the preview. That makes sense with that. Alright, I just have to go. Now for go just try to figure out the team news them, you know. Sorry. Because we really not get nothing out of the rest of the game them, you know. So better me just start about the game them and done. Alright, so you're the idiot, you know. If I go do a match day -1, bro, them just not talk today. Or when I get big up for membership, and I just realized last year I was not a member. I thought I was from last year. Jano float. You know, say you're right, you know, G. But I always I point out Joseph Brown, Pristine. There's another one I always I point out to. Say you're right, float. That's me. I'm just having on my brain who I member. I'm not even realize say everything green. Big up yourself, man. Real legendary status he achieved now. Even though he was a legend still, but no, it you can't dispute nothing. It's just legendary status there. All right, 2-0. May I read off yours no shot at any cause look like you take too much shot today and gone to your bed. Bournemouth Everton, Newcastle 2-0. All right. Okay. 1-2. Three. Wow. All right, so. Let them know. Easy points to get. Brentford now play bad right now, you know. Tomorrow press conference. That yes, you are so correct. Yeah, every time you get a big up now. No question. Arteta stunned. Yeah, attack. Pristine say, yo, 3-1, you know. 3-1, you know. Game Bird say, oh, drop my on them too, you know. Brighton Villa. That's good still. Burnley Palace. Well, I don't rate Burnley, how? No, rate Burnley, man. United and West Ham game birds. That is it. I wonder if one more player are gonna make a goalkeeper thinks they can actually fly, don't it? It's been a trend, you know, gigs. Kawa. It was Richarlison do rare and Adams do that to it was Roofs from Sunderland. And he chop in a goal. And them just a send and score. Where say them done for? Why? Hard to go against where I said it so. But pristine. Skip over the big side game. That may I notice. What? I just realize say pristine say Wolves are winning one match, you know. They say I feel them weak, forget the first win now. Possible. And play better last week, to be honest. All right. Like how we not get much out of the rest of the press conference, then I could just go straight into the fixtures now. Talk about you don't know the history of the fixtures in the league and the breakdown of the stats so far this season and everything. All right. So this right here is the first of 3 games tomorrow. Well, both at 2:30, one at 3:15 kickoff. And it's going to be Bournemouth taking on Everton 11th versus 14th. Both teams have 5 wins, but 1 more draw. On the side of Bournemouth, that is the separation there in the points. So 1 point separates them right now, but 3 spots separate them. 21 goals for Bournemouth, just 14 for Everton, and this is match week 14. So definitely need to up the goals per match. But they are conceding less goals than Bournemouth, so that is the difference as well. Now they're underperforming their XG, not very good by Everton. You know, if you're at that number right there, you should have about 18 to 20 goals, I would say. If you're doing your job. 19.12 xg to 21 goals, not terrible. Definitely above what your xg is ideal. Both teams have 4 clean sheets as well, but look at Bournemouth's form, been horrible. 3 losses out of the last 4. They drew with West Ham 2-2 and they beat Forest 2-0. So they've been much better at home. Even though that 2-2 draw against West Ham, I'm sure they would have wanted to win that game. They had a 2-goal lead in this one. And in this one, I think they came back from 2 goals down. So, you know, they need to just get a little bit more consistency how they're playing. They had 2 really bad defeats away from home at the Etihad and Villa Park. And then, of course, they had that 2-0 lead that disappeared at the Stadium of Light. Then we have Everton. They lost to Tottenham, drew with Sunderland away, beat Fulham and Man United home and away, respectively. And then last week, they got a 4-1 shellacking. Well, not last week, but on the weekend, 4-1 shellacking against Newcastle. 16 times this match play in the Premier League, 8 wins for Bournemouth, 6 for Everton, and 2 drawn games. Last season, in the corresponding fixture, it did end 1-0, 4th of January. They actually did a double over Everton last year. So yeah, they're looking to start what could be another double this season. So yeah, this is the lineup that was used, and I think this game would have been on Saturday, I believe. Was it Saturday? Yes, Bournemouth. Yeah, this game was on Saturday, and this was the lineup for Bournemouth in that fixture. So no, I think all the players who started are not all the players. So Senesi is out, suspension, and Brooks came on, he's now out as well. And of course, Lewis Cook, who got the red, is out. So Adley got the start and repaid the manager with a goal. But I think much of this team will probably look the same. I think the back 4, Senesi will have to drop to the bench. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes in. I think Velko will come in, Milosavljevic. Yeah, he'll come into that defensive area. And then you have Trufair Smith. Cook is an option, but he'll be out of there, so not an option. Could have played him as a utility. Alex Jimenez is there as well, so have some options around the back they can turn to. Scott and Adams, I think they might push on and continue to play the role again. I think this might have been some conservative, just exercising some caution with all the games coming up in the next period. So Scott came off, even Adams came off after 71 minutes, and of course Sunderland, by that time had gone up 3-2. So there's that. So they brought on Brooks and Clivert to really go for it. But yeah, that was their starting lineup against Sunderland on the weekend. And then this was Everton's starting lineup against Newcastle. They did end up losing 4-1. But this was the starting lineup on the day. It's gonna be interesting because Everton, I don't know, man. Sometimes them can do really well, and then other times them look like crap. So just you're not really sure. But surely Bournemouth have to bounce back, right? But I don't know, man. Everton does strike me as a type of team. When they're away from home, they might just be better because I don't know what it is. But I don't know if them play more freely or I don't know what it is. But to me, them really put in some work when them play away from home. And Bournemouth, I think they're gonna miss Senesi in this game. Yeah, look, they have been draw happy, so I'm gonna go with a draw. 1-1. 2-1 Bournemouth. I'm gonna go 1-1. Two-one. He crying for the Wolves. It's all right. Not sure, but you, the person, I was on JD stream watch party with Andre for the last regular boys game because you always a big me up in the chat. United 1-0. I just the Arsenal game, tell me no, Gunners 2-0. Skull said 2-1 Bournemouth. Boy, Skull me really did a pre 2-all or 2-1, but I'll be conservative and say 1-all. Jack has been good at Everton. His performance at the away fixtures are amazing. We say you want to change that? Where did have? So you'd have 2-1 Bournemouth. Where you want to flip it or you want to draw? Let me know. Alright, so Fulham, Manchester City, this is the other game at 2:30. See the golf in position, but Fulham will come in with a little bit of momentum after that 2-1 over Spurs in Tottenham in the Tottenham Stadium. 8 wins for City, 5 wins for Fulham, only 1 draw for City, 2 draws for Fulham, 6 losses for Fulham, already 4 losses on the season for Manchester City. 27 goals scored, so they're one of the higher scoring teams in the league. 15 goals for Fulham. You see the XG at 13.56, 25.1, so that is decent, outperforming the XG. 5 clean sheets for City, those to 3 for Fulham. Last 5 games for Fulham, though, not terrible. 9 points out of 15. Wins against Wolves, Sunderland, and the 1 away victory. 2-1 over Spurs on the weekend. The losses have come away from home. 2-1 against Newcastle and 2-0 against Everton. Manchester City, exact same form after 5 games as their counterparts. Fulham, 2 losses away at Villa Park and St. James Park, of the 2 historically the hardest venues to go to. And the games that they have won have all been at the Etihad. 3-0 over Liverpool, 3-1 over Bournemouth, and then 3-2 over Leeds. So that is the form guide, recent form guide right there. Then we have 34 meetings in the league between these two. City dominating 21-4. with 9 drawn games. Last year at the Cottage end of season game, it was 2-0 to City. Can't read too much into that due to the timing in the season it was. I think this will be a much more intense match. Just because there's a lot to play for still. As opposed to it being the last day of the season where City can't win nothing. All right. So Fulham and Man City. Let's see what Fulham did run out like. I think I should be a prophet because in this game I said, please start Chukwueze and we do something. And him hit the post, him set up a goal. He was very dangerous in his 81 minutes. So good job, coach. And then Vicario with his madman moment gave Wilson a goal. Before in the season, they had been playing, where is he? Castagna at right back. And Castagna is a good player, don't get me wrong. But I just feel like Tete is a different beast. Anderson, Bassi, Sessignon, and Tete is probably gonna be the main backline moving forward, I would think. And that's one thing about Silva. Silva not really chop and change so much, Maybe up top in the wide areas and behind the striker. I think he does do some rotating there, but if him find a back four and a pivot that him like, and the keeper, you can just put them name down before them even travel or anything, because yeah. Just know say them man, them Fulham player. Somebody say Fulham need some new player. Fulham player, them not somebody, no brother. To be honest, They did have a rough start to the season, but I don't know what that was really about. But them had the decent, And then this is Man City lineup when they faced Leeds. Don't know why this madman Pep got bench Mabala Sherkifa. But Foden hitting a goal scoring form and Vardy scoring again. He used to score every week. Scoring again now. Nunes had a poor one, even though he had the assist early. Made some mistakes. Gave them the first goal they scored basically. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting this week. I could definitely see, Silva and Reinders dropping to the bench and starting like, Shirky and maybe Foden drops into midfield a little bit. Start back Doku and then start Savinho. I could see something like that, but not really sure with Pep, brother. If you try to figure out, only thing that the goalkeeper and the back four plus the CDM has been pretty consistent of late. But we'll see if that continues against Leeds. Should be a tough battle. What am I talking about? They played Leeds last time. Man City heading to Craven Cottage, sorry. So it's been 18 meetings in a row. Fulham don't beat them. Is this the day? Is this the damn day? I don't know, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no, it's not the day. But then again, could be, 2-1 Fulham sounding crazy. Nah. Think them dispatch them this time. I'm gonna say 3-1. Think them dispatch them this time, honestly. All right, the last game on Tuesday is gonna be Newcastle versus Tottenham. Newcastle versus Tottenham from St. James Park. You see, this is a battle. 12th and 13th. 5 wins, 3 draws. Perfectly the same. Spurs is there. Better goal difference. More goals scored. You see the XG much higher for Newcastle. Spurs down at 12.02. So for them to have 21 goals, they've been scoring some real worldy goals. 4 clean sheets for Spurs, 5 for Newcastle. This is the previous fixtures. 3 wins, 2 losses for Newcastle. 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses for Tottenham. So them really struggling. And that was they've had last 3 home games, 1 draw, 2 losses. They did have a good win against Everton away, but then they followed that up going to the Emirates, picking up 4-1. So there's that too. Newcastle, this was their team that faced Everton. They were coming off of the back of some engagements in the week. Champions League, when they picked this lineup, but due to some of the people that might not be fully 100, I think most of these players might see back the field tomorrow evening. I think Miley might get a rest or might play. Maybe Joe Linton get the rest this time. But Barnes, he's been playing quite a few minutes. Walter Mad, it's going to be interesting. Does he playing from the start? There's no Osula right now. So, yeah, I think he does play from the start. These players that didn't play a number of minutes, the Shars of the world, Tonali, Anthony Gordon, they're probably due for a start. And also Jacob Murphy, who never came on. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Gordon, Murphy, Walter Mad. Tonali is coming in for somebody. Not sure who. Could be Miley too. Yep, so that is the team sheet from last time. Newcastle Tottenham people, wanna say. What wanna say? Match played 60 times, 25 wins for Spurs, 27 for the Magpies, 8 drawn games. Last time this fixture was played in this ground, it was 2-1 back in September of 2024. So this should be a good match, Honestly, it should be a decent match. If Thomas Frank tried to just play a little bit of football, it will be a great match. But I think Eddie Howe, well, I'll just say I have more confidence in Newcastle at home than I do Spurs in any building right now. So I'm gonna say Newcastle gonna win this one. I keep it respectable, 2-1. 2-1 to Newcastle. I think Spurs probably find some kind of goal somewhere. All right, this is check in and see if anybody's saying anything. I'm gonna get the 2-1 Bournemouth. What's it? 2-0 Gunners. I got that. After seeing the video of the Tyler goal last match week, I remember when I was playing high school football in a game. Keeper was way off his line and I tried to score. Wasn't successful. You should have the clip. 2-2 City. Skull said, drop in. Them drop in. Fulham is underrated. They're actually really good. Yeah, man, I don't think they're bad. They're just inconsistent, bro. Sometimes I see them playing here like, this is the same team who just play my team. Right now, Pep will play the women's side. If you do you think Whisper plays for Chelsea first team anytime in his career? Ooh. Damn. That's tough. Because I mean, there's all the cups and all that, so there's a chance. Do I think Whisper will play in Chelsea first team anytime in his career? I'm gonna say based on what I have seen of him since he's been there, no, because I think one of the things that you have to do at a place like that is just be super consistent. And he's already had, I think, one major procedure. Damn, that's just so final to say no, never in his career. I never know, but I say right now I'd lean towards no, he's not going to. Two teams that will surprise you in how they play each week. I say everybody never did that put out video every time, But know them days there, bro. Nobody never did that film my game them neither, trust me. Bless up Jagons in a building, legendary status, membership. All right, so Arsenal Brentford people. Saliba out, Gabriel out. think Igor Thiago, Ouattara, Shade, Damsgaard, decent little set of players that, Timber play a lot of football. Will there be a Ben White sighting? That is the question. So don't complicate things, man. You 2-0. Score one fat. Brighton versus Aston Villa. So Brighton in 5th, Villa in 4th, right there. What's that? 18, 19 points for Brighton. No, sorry, 22 points for Brighton and 24 points for Aston Villa. So they're separated by 2 points right now. $21 goals, 16 goals for Villa. Look at the XG, 11.88. So they're outperforming that for sure. And then Brighton, 20.06, 21. They want to up those goals a little bit. Brighton last 5 games, only the 1 loss and the 1 draw, but 3 wins to go along with that. So 10 points from 15. Villa, last 5, 12 from 15. Their only loss forwarding at Anfield, 2-0. They've beaten City, Bournemouth, Leeds, and Wolves in the mix of this 3-game win streak now. 12 times they played in the league, 3 draws, 7 wins for Villa, just 2 for Brighton. So Villa have them ticket historically in the league. It shows. The last time they beat them would have been May 5th, 2024. So right at the end. Okay. Not of the year, but at the end of the season. So let's take a look really quickly. Brighton team sheet. Because Ursula is becoming one of them guys that just change the team all the while. Well, not the defense, even though the Kuiper and Kadioglu made a change. The Kuiper was playing left back when he played, and Kadioglu would play. And Kadioglu was playing the more advanced role where the keeper flipped. The coach switched that around and it worked. Because the Kuiper scored a nice goal in the first half after good work by Ruta. I think Brighton coach was just trying to hold out. And they did. They won the game 2-0 over Forest, but it was a different style to what the coach wanted, I think. Kinda. All right, Aston Villa. They have been winning a lot of games, but the underlying metrics still don't look the best. One of the lowest XGs in the league. But hey, you can't go against them because they're getting the results. You see the team sheet on the day. Dean, Torres, Konza and Cash, Martinez, Kamara, Tielemans, McGinn, Rogers, Buendia, Marlin. So that was the starting lineup against Wolves. Noticeable that Ali Watkins started on the bench. He did come on shortly after halftime. And when he did come on, Marlin went back right and Watkins went up front. But we'll see what Unai Emery does this week. They are making the trip to the Amex. Not the easiest place to go and get a result, but they'll be up for it, I'm sure. I'm sure that I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Even though Villa sometimes turn up flat, I feel like the Amex crowd and just being the villains, I think they like that. So Brighton and Aston Villa people, this game looks mighty drawish to me, man. Like a real draw game, Brighton, I beat them, bro. I'm telling you that. Nah, style him or nothing. But I followed the academy and he had a chance. And then Reggie Walsh just became the new Kabam. Yeah, look, it was looking good, It was looking good. And I honestly believe if the whole injury thing never go on and did have a a full thing last season to kind of get himself or just did stay the course, then yeah, it was possible. But I just feel like out of sight, out of mind. Big up Tony K in the building. Man, put Tony K down. Tony will drop some scores. By Tony K, don't mind that picking him, man. I was torn between the 1-1 and the 2-2 and the 2-1. Brighton Villa 1-all, said Tony K. We got that. Villa only getting 1 goal at Wolves was surprising. Yeah, very, very. But them attack weak, man. See, like this might be the lowest. Well, it's not quite the lowest, but it's low for a team that's in fourth, for sure. XG of 11.88. So them underperforming. So this is match 14 coming up. So 13 games. And that's them XG. That's not good. That's not good. All right. Moving right along, people. Burnley versus Palace. Now, Palace will be looking to bounce back from that, what I thought was just a flat performance against United at home, no less. But this time they'll go away from home to Turf Moor to take on Burnley. It's in 19th, taking on 9th. 2 more wins for Palace, 4 more draws for Palace, 6 less losses for Palace. 17 goals to 15. Average goals are very similar, but Burnley do concede a few more or 1 more a game. You see the XG difference, 22.39 to 9.69. Okay, so 6. Yeah, but that's a some. So that's the main difference. 6 clean sheets for Palace. And you can see why that gap there, the couple of wins, the draws that aren't losses, all comes down to being able to keep the clean sheet. Burnley on the roughest skid so far this season for them, 4 losses on the bounce. Arsenal, West Ham, Chelsea, Brentford, all putting them to the sword. The only team they've been able to beat is last place winless Wolves, 3-2 at the Molineux, no less. Crystal Palace, up and down. 2-0 wins, a 0-all in between those. And to start off the last 5 games, Arsenal away 1-0 loss. And then at home, I thought one of the poorer performances from Palace this season, 2-1 against Manchester United. This game played 16 times in the league, 6 wins for Burnley, 7 for Palace, and 3 drawn games. So it's actually pretty even in this game. But Palace did do the double the last time Burnley was in the league, and they drew both time before that. So it's almost as if one of them have to win or one of them have to lose. And I just feel like Glasner is too good of a coach not to get them somewhat looking like what they normally look like after such a poor performance. So I'm going to say Palace win this one. I go 2-0. I don't think Burnley going to score, I swear. All right, so Wolves versus... All right, let me just show you guys that. Okay, we saw that. All right, next game up on the docket, people. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest, we said. Check in with the chat and see if anybody dropped any more scores. Tony K said Brighton 1, Villa 1. I think I got that one. Yes. City 2-1. Bournemouth 2, Everton 0. DJ Giggs, I think the Villa keeper cares less for Villa. And it's not all the time. I think he's like an emotional guy. So you see, like, all right, you see the game we just passed when they win 1-0. You see, because they had the clean sheet and he was trying to keep it and everything. But I just feel like some of the mistakes they make, it's almost like effort. Because there was a play where the ball was at the back post and he just barely kind of jump for the ball and they end up scoring. I'm just like, yo, what was that? If it was Argentina, you bulldoze everybody and get that ball. So I will say, I wouldn't even say, all right, so his form dropped off, but I think he's still top. Because when he keep for Argentina, when his head is in the game for Villa, he's still top. But I think he just wanted to leave in the summer, so it took him a while to kind of, get back to Emmy, basically. Yeah, away. It's weird. Them and Spurs like play so much better away from home. Palace 2, Burnley 1. Yo, rain a tear outside. They said Daesh are gonna punish them. Daesh is gonna punish them. Boy, I think it's Rob Edwards' day, brother. Swear. Rob Edwards' day, yeah, man. '28th and 16th. Wow. Yo, give them a 1 win first and stop going. So only 7 goals, 13, and both barely score a goal. That's horrible. That's even worse. 12 almost, and he scores. Why? That's some easy chance, brother. No clean sheets from the first 13. 1 for Forest. And it's crazy because I think Forest won't just come. Since Daesh dead, I don't. Since Daesh dead, man. Yeah, man. When them give Liverpool 3 love. Me know. Do. Sad. Panel red. Bournemouth and Brighton beat Forest, but then beat Liverpool and Leeds and draw with United. So them have Wolves to head to now at the Molineux. Tied up at 1 win, 4 drawn game. Yo, so I think it's a repeat, January 2025 meet December 2025 and meet up in a same score. 3 love. 3 love, me say. DJ Shatta Hennessy, may I agree with you for once. A joke. We agree before still. All right, stats for Leeds, Chelsea, tailor the tape as them call it, 18th and 3rd. So literally opposite ends of the table. 3 wins, 7 wins for Chelsea, 2 drawn games, three draws for Chelsea, only 3 losses for Chelsea, but 8 losses for Leeds right now. Clean sheet 6-2, Chelsea in favor of that. XG performance could be a little more. This is poor. Can't have more XG than the goals. 6 clean sheets to 2. Yeah, so good. All right, so Leeds took on Man City, and it looked like it was going to get ugly. First minute, 25th minute, but it did well. They did well to hold out till halftime, and then after halftime, they definitely played some good stuff and were the better team for stretches. But in the end, they fell to a Phil Foden brace late in the game. Yep, that's basically how that one went. And these were the lineups the other day. I think somehow we looked at this already. Oh yeah, because what am I doing? It's Leeds and Chelsea, bro. I'm here looking at Man City team and we don't look on that. Oh, up to me. All right, here we go. All right, so on the matchup, played well, When Calvert-Lewin come on, the game changed a little too. So he was playing both of them at the field at the same time. So let's see if him try to go to that and put Mecha probably in one of the wider roles. Could potentially do that. The 2 wingers came off at halftime and it was Calvert-Lewin and Biol that came on. So him kind of did a reshuffling of where players were playing, freed up Tanaka to play a bit higher. So yeah, it was a decent tactical change by Farka, and it did pay dividends because, as I said, Calvert-Lewin and Mecha, after getting his penalty saved, got his own rebound and it was 2-2 right up until the 91st minute. So yeah, tough one. But um, let's take a look now. We saw this one. We know Chelsea play. But let's just show everybody again to make sure they know. So 4-2-3-1, the preferred formation. James really played well in this midfield role. Probably was my man of the match for sure, and most other people man of the match too. You see Caicedo there, gonna miss 3 games now. Tough loss for them. But I think the real competition for places is on the wide areas, and to a lesser extent the striker, because Pedro we know can play behind the striker or the striker role. Liam Delap pretty much an out and out striker, but then you have Gittins, Palmer, Garnacho, all waiting in the wings. So who does Maresca play versus Leeds on Sunday? Or sorry, on Wednesday? Like who does he actually decide to play? Because they have a lot of choices, you know. Estevao only played a half, so he could probably play again. Pedro only on 55. So look, Maresca, this is where you're gonna earn your kind, you know. Everybody, all the attackers them pretty much fit again. So who are gonna play where, who are gonna get dropped? Yeah man, the scrutiny start now. Yep, it does. I forgot the 3-0, what the old one? Look at the quality of Wolves lineup. Boy, I mean, I don't know if more I look on that, you know. Yeah, I agree. But him every now and again him turn up with a rotted performance, you know. So I can't say him fully just go through the motions. I can't really figure out what the motivation is in some and then not there for the others. I don't know what it is. 1-0 Forest, him say. Tony, I don't get your Arsenal score unless you put it and I missed it. Don't think I got it. 2-0 Chelsea. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a nil as well. But I'm gonna say 3. Give them an extra goal. Them a work on the goal difference. I've heard many people talking good about Anderson from Forest. Wonder if he about to get a move. Bro, Elliot Anderson, baller. I would take him tomorrow for Arsenal. I swear. I think that Rice position, that like in between attacking and defending spot, yeah, I think we could use another player for there. I don't want to be too ambitious, but it can easily be 5-1, where it's 1-1 at halftime and Chelsea just kill off the game. True. And this isn't even for a Sean Dash won't allow it. Well, a club already sell him where them regret instantly, but they had to based on the money. 3-0 said 20k. So a brush with Brentford. So DJ Shatta Hennessy, say Maresca go play this team right here. Sanchez, Gusto, Josh Achempang, Badia Shield, Hato. Oh my God, Leeds are going to beat you. Santos, Enzo, Garnacho, Estevao, Bonanate, and George. No way. And that's 12 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that is 11 players. Damn. But bro, you really think him gonna go this crazy? Only Enzo and Estevao start again out of everybody, not even Cuckoo. And Gusto too. I never even say Gusto. Yeah, man, Reese are gonna need a 2 week off. The man play. I don't know how the man play, so brother. The man play like he must possess in that damn game. Possessed by like Patrick Vieira or somebody. I don't know. The man break up everything. Our last game, well, same time as the Leeds Chelsea game, but Liverpool Sunderland 3:15 kickoff. This is the tail of the tape. Liverpool below Sunderland in the table. Holy shit. 8th and Sunderland in 6th. 7 wins though for Liverpool. They just don't have any drawing games. It's either feast or famine. 7 wins, 6 losses. What a crazy line right there. 6 wins, 4 drawn, 3 lost for Sunderland. Hence they have the 2 position league lead. 20 goals for Liverpool, 17 for Sunderland. Average goals conceded, Liverpool up to 2 a game now, struggling there. 21.08, 20 goals, not good enough for them. Very prolific with the goals is Sunderland, right at 11.9, but they have converted 17 goals already this season. Both teams with 4 clean sheets. So very similar stat lines between the two teams. As a matter of fact, Liverpool's might be a touch worse. All right, so last 5, Liverpool lost 3 of those games. Away to Brentford, away to City, home to Forest. They have beaten Aston Villa at home 2-0 and traveled to London last time out to beat West Ham 2-0 in their ground. Sunderland, 2 draws, 2 wins, 1 loss. Some good results in these 5 games for them. The 3-2 on the weekend was huge. They were down most of the game, made that comeback, looked assured in doing so as well. But yeah, Sunderland, definitely doing their thing. 6th position. Who would have thought it after 13 games? But they're there. Played 32, only 3 wins for Sunderland, as opposed to 18 for Liverpool and 11 drawn games. But the last time they played, it was a 2-2 draw, but that was in 2017. So can't really to live off of that. The big news for Liverpool this past weekend was team news. And as you can see, there's one person missing, the Egyptian king, not on the field of play at all. Didn't even come on in the game either. Does that mean anything significant to anyone? I don't know. I just feel like the coach just say, all right, might as well just give a rest. Maybe he just need a recharge baller. So I fully expect him to come back into the starting lineup in this game. But let's see. Maybe not. Maybe something deeper than that. Maybe it is that the coach is like, all right, you know what? I'm going to trust you again. Kuku Palmer and Sugo. 1-1. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. I just think they're going to win this time. 2-2 float says for which one? Brighton Villa. Man United 2, West Ham 0. Big up Tony K. I think I got all of them, yep. All right, float said 2-1 to Palace. Red Skull there. 3-1 to Forest. 2-1 to the Blues. 2-1 to Sunderland. Wow. Fabi say Slater get the sack. 2-1 Sunderland, 2-1 West Ham. Hold on there. You change your mind? 1-0 United. Don't make me cross off something, you know. Bro, I'm telling you. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Tony, man. We here every time I have time, basically. I try to do it the night before the first kickoff of the week, and then after the last game of the week, look out for that night, the review show where I reveal, what everybody did with the picks and give my thoughts on some of the games in detail, some more detail than others because, I only have 2 eyeballs, so I can't watch every minute of every game, but I definitely watch extended version of the clips and, maybe even just read a match report just to get a feel for, how the game was played, see if there were any mad calls by the ref I need to talk about, and try to just research what happened for the most part in a lot of the games. So, yeah, man, I really appreciate the fact that you enjoy the show and the content. And one thing that I love is like when someone move forward 1 week and then you see them come back the next time, then yes, we're on to something here. We're actually putting out content that people want to come back and see. So yeah, man, really greatly appreciate that, bro. Respect is due to you. Yeah, man. So that is it. I think Liverpool, as much as I want to say they're going to lose again, guys, I think they might win this one 2-1 this time. All right. Yes. All right. So Man United hosting West Ham. So Man United up to seventh. Don't look no people. They're in and around it. West Ham in 17th, just outside the relegation zone. You see, Man U have doubled them up in wins. They have one more draw than them, but West Ham has doubled up Man U in losses, which is not good. 21 goals and 21.33. So, Man U probably, their coaches will tell you, we need to get into the mid 20s with an XG like that. 13.37, 15. Both, not the lowest numbers we have seen, but not prolific either. United and West Ham probably need to tighten up the defense a bit, as they only have 2 clean sheets between them since the season start. Man United away to Palace. It was a slow burn, I will say. I don't think the first half United was great. I don't think Palace was great either. I think Palace was poor the whole game, to be fair. But this was the starting lineup they went with. Mount and Xerxes both getting goals. And, that's all they needed to win this one 2-1. But that was your starting lineup. Rotation is liked from this coach. So, maybe we see Dallo get a rest this time for maybe Dorgu. And, he'll switch it up. He'll switch it up. Try to keep those positions in particular fresh, even though I think, he likes Diallo, so he might play again. But Casemiro and Fernandez will be there. They're like rooted into that midfield. So, yeah, that gives me a bit of pause. Now here's West Ham. They played Liverpool last week, and I must say they didn't play badly. They lost the game, but I was proud of the fact that they were taking the impetus to them. They weren't worried about the repercussions. They were just trying to go for it. And I think that's how you have to play them, to be honest. You can't try and make it super cagey or anything like that. Just play your game. If your game is a quick game, don't change that. But West Ham, I was thinking maybe they turned some kind of corner, but I don't think this loss is something to really melt down over this 2-0. And like I said, they didn't play badly. I mean, they were in the game for a long spell of the game. But yeah, United versus West Ham. United versus West Ham. You see, it's 58 times. United dominate 34 wins, 11 wins for West Ham, 13 drawn games. But the last time they played in this ground, May 11, 2025, West Ham did turn them over 2-0. Don't think that should be so much to read into, but yeah, I think it's time for United fans to just rejoice a little bit more. I do see them being able to get the 3 points. And I'm gonna say they do it with a 2-1. Actually, no. What am I saying? This one's gonna end 2-2, guys. They're gonna be upset about it as well. All right, I'm pretty sure that is it. No. Let's see. Let's set up my teams. So the worst one. All right, pick team. Is Cunha out? People, is Cunha out? Let me know. Sunderland never had a way win to Liverpool that is going to change. We'll find out, my brother. Hell no. I don't think anybody's out of it. This league is too volatile. Like besides like Wolves and Burnley at the minute, any team can take points from you, to be honest. The interactive, honest content is why I'm back so frequent. It make it comfortable to chill and chat about football. Yo, DJ Shatta Hennessy, I'm gonna be honest with you. The brainchild of the pattern and the format is really just like me holding reasoning about football all my life and just saying, how can I recreate that with more than just my brethren when me I talk to in one place? Like this, I want this to just feel like how it did feel when I just talk football with my brethren. So hopefully, and that's why I love that comment here as well. No matter of fact, I'm gonna start it because I really and truly like I'm glad say big up Grizzle. Not even did pre say it did it. Because that right there is so honestly like why I start the platform. Like as I say, yo, people always a link me for reason about football. So I may just do shows and make them stop link me all the damn time. Let's watch the damn show. Couldn't we be back? All right, good. Yeah, because yeah, bro, at them type of vibes, yeah, you know. Obviously, I want it to be able to be seen by people all over the place. So kind of, you know, man can assimilate and make the language palatable for everybody. But you don't know, man, a yard man, so we're not gonna hide that either. But yeah, you know what the thing said. All right, Red Skull drop the rest of them. I see the 2-1 already, 4-0. So hold on. Skull ahead chip. Because it said 2-0 first, you know. Man get upset. I say 4, me say. Arsenal 3-0. Which game missing? Villa 2-1. Bale not there again, you know. Sunderland 2-1. Boy, I really think Liverpool dead in the water. 2-1 Palace. John, I made right a 2 for Palace already, you know. 2-0 Forest. What you say about the next one? Leeds. 2 Leeds and Chelsea. I know you pick West Ham. Where the West Ham game there? Because I know you're going to pick West Ham in a skull. Wait there. Oh, it did. 2-1. See it. Skull never pick United, Liverpool, Chelsea yet. Worst Spurs. Him put 4 of them. Yeah, man. 5th farm, bro. That is it. So, yo, people, want to say, can I work with this for the week? Look on my bench. I don't think Trossard ready yet, but just in case him at the first half the bench if a next ball and not play. I feel like Palmer going to get re-assimilated in that game, yeah. But you think it might be too early because I'm not playing none at all in the last game, you know. But I think that was more down to the 10-man business and just never want to pressure him for do too much running. Like off the ball and thing. One thing I like, you know, the whole of my defender them away from home. Gusto going to play. Or them going to move around things and make Gusto get a rest. Because I think them are going to rest Cucurella. Hate up, brother. Hate up. I may wait till tomorrow because I have till what time, but 1 o'clock. I may figure it out. Wait, let me see some pick team. Anderson did it to you. Amy. I trust you, Amy, I swear. Yo, T.O. Yo. Can't work with the 2 of them, you know. I'm just not sure if I'm going to play. Mario should return, though. Got a knock. I mean, he had a knock, but he should return. Should I put T.O. in my team? Man, been on fire, you know, man. Wish me did have Thiago. All right, let me see how the team stay. Hold on. Mario Augusto. All right, I left that for now. Crystal Ball, OST. Big team. Every team may have Murillo. I think Gokers are going to start this week. FPL cutoff is tomorrow at 1 p.m. So make sure you sort it out. Andre Santos. Brother, no, sir. You mean, all right, so you talk about the last team when we just still look on this. Because I have 3 draft teams to look on, you know. Where's the drop Santos in another team here too? Nah, sir. But let me see if we can get anything else I go on right now. Let's go to farm. Martinez, Anderson, Dewsbury Hall, Tete, Marino, you know. We forward them a forward again. So I think Marino makes sense again right now. I have him already. Yo, Wolves away, you know. Might need to get him just for this game, you know, man. Leeds away, Wolves away. So Bournemouth away, Everton at home. Should I get Nico Williams, bro? I don't know. All right, let me wait. Yakins, big team. I have Theo in another one here. Munoz, Mateta. I wish Sarr was available. But now I double up with City this week. Them. Me last week and let in 2 goals. Weekend gone. Yeah, I run with that side there, you know. I run with that side there. Nah, man. With Santos, brother. You know, see, all right, the league where they want to put Santos in. My midfield so strong. I don't want to drop Santos and can't get Santos and can't get back some of the ball that they have. The only one more that drop is Marino. But I'm not drop him yet because I think I have one more game to start him. You know. And once he play that game, then me drop him. But this wasn't even the one though. Which was the one? I think it was this one. Yeah. So what you want me drop him in for? Because if Murillo play, I want him points. Because Wolves, then me could have seen them keep a clean sheet right there. So I love the matchup with Crystal Palace and Burnley away from home. I don't hate the Fulham one either, even though City leaky more while and was letting a stupid goal. The Leeds away one, I don't feel so confident to double up. So, but what I'm afraid of is doing this and Trossard play 10 minutes, you know, and him not start. But Trossard is the type of brother, you know, play 10 minutes and score all one and assist one, you know. So, at the end of the world if him don't start. But I mean, it's, you know, obviously the odds are better if the player that you have in your team start. You know, it's another thing that scares me about playing Trossard. I'm already looking at Cunha, who potentially could be eased back. I'm gonna allow it. So I mean, I just don't want to double up on Chelsea against Leeds. I don't think, even though they could keep a clean sheet, I just don't think they will. I don't think they will this time. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. That is for sure. Why is this thing so small? Okay. It's not small at all. Yeah, I'm going to keep him. Palmer. Trossard not starting our playing weekend before he's back. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. But I think Maria will be fine. So, let me see. Yeah, Trossard. Probably better off putting him right here just in case he decides to score for once. And what the hell? Just in case, just put. Actually, you know what? Let me not change that. Let me keep my original thought. Bench him, but just left him right there. So. Oh, and I will take the offer on that, you know. Actually, no, I won't. Strand Larson has started every time and him get 2 points every fucking time. I'm not gonna let it see him so. Leeds away is a big result for me this week. If them can keep a clean sheet, what did it say? I said 3-0. So just do what my predictions say and we're good to go. Well, people, my fantasy team, now blood not showing that. Sorry. I can't know me upon this one. But this is how the leagues are going for me right now. So I'm not doing 3 badly. I'm in 5 different leagues. I'm winning 3 of them, second in 1 and fifth in 1. So that's not too bad. Worldwide, I'm like 51,000. In the US, I'm about 7,600. No, in the US, I'm 1,700. About 7,612 out of all the Arsenal fans. Damn. But I've moved up in all 4, so that's good. That's good. But yeah, I give away some points in some of these last 1 week. I forgot to freaking change my thing. Another time it just never work out. So game week 14 radar, what you tell me say? I have 2 transfer for make, We're gonna go do some scouting availability. Make sure I update this every minute, Saliba have a chance of playing, really? Like that. Everybody I get Thiago. Me I wait. I'm not score shit against Arsenal. Remember me tell you. It's 1 bag of goal. Him not score 1 Ross against Arsenal tomorrow. When in doubt, trust Chelsea. Where say glad Haaland never forward? Why though? You don't think gonna win the league if you have him? Haaland would be alright, man. But people, I'm not stretch out the show up better. 12:30, a man's have to wake up a man and get the kids to school and the next day again. Pristine. All know, we're there all night, and all know, put the Arsenal score. I don't know where I run from the Arsenal score, so. But I just the one score put on the screen all night, brother. Look, and just make sure I'm not chat foolishness, but I'm pretty sure saying never put a score for Arsenal. Alright, me not lose my mind. You never put a score for Arsenal. Pristine is not a girl, I know it sounds like Christine, me I say, but a pristine, me I say. But I made the same mistake the first time. But where you say it's a crystal 3-0, which I have that. But him not pristine not an Arsenal score, brother, man, I tell you. Pristine just missed that one there. But how you know Sam said that though? Where you see that? How me not see it? Pristine. United 1, 2-1, 3-1, 2-1, 3-1. 1-0 Brighton, 3-1 Newcastle. Alright, Jagans. One time, Grizzle must go drop fee more in the comments under the video. Cause I go now, But me watch back the live chat replay just in case anybody else drop it before my cut. 2-0. 2-1 City. Yo, Reina beat, But place I got flood out a man in 3-1. So I pray say Julia alright, man. She get off a sickness and she have tournament weekend. And I tell her, say, yo, you know, if I go training today, cause it kind of cool and rainy and Oh, my girl started one bag of pouting and up to her mother text me and I said, Jay, I'm here telling Julie she don't need to go training. What you think? And before me could have even answer, she just put back, it's okay. She's going. I said, rotted. Bless up Duke. You can just rapid fire the whole of them, you know. Cause I go away. Alright, cool. Let's say a word, Grizzle. Me make sure I lock them in. I have your name in the big book. So just drop them and add them in. Remember, people, first kickoff tomorrow is 2:30. So just be sure to drop them before that, you know. Alright, safe guidance on the road, Grizzle. And Duke, you can just do the same, you know, if you not type them out now. You can just send them any place, IG, anywhere, or just comment underneath the video. Yeah, Jagan. So StreamYard have this thing now. What name? Something against MARS or something about, you know, some kind of something where they are recommending now that you just do the stream in portrait and landscape mode. So people can just make them choice between device. Because sometimes the portrait mode is better for the phone or some other devices, and some people prefer to watch it on the landscape mode. So yeah, basically that's what it is. But the only thing the portrait mode one is not the best when I'm like showing things on the screen. That's the only thing I don't like about it. It's like a while ago when I had it like this, like you can't really see me that well in the portrait mode. You just see the big box, you know, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. It is what it is. One thing I can say though, like it kind of, I think it widens the reach of the video, because all of my EPL content of late has been getting better numbers, you know. I think that's just organically it's growing, and I think also some kind of way it just goes out there more when you do it this way. Even like the couple of Jamaica streams I've done, the reasoning times, the Reggae Girls recap show. Like I don't know if it's a direct result of the two platforms streaming at once or the two styles of video streaming at once, but yeah, the numbers have been better, you know, overall, depending on what I'm streaming or what I'm talking about. But people, I'm not gonna make it to the full 2 hour mark tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really tired at this point. Long day. Man's did a lot today. Still have some more to do. Couple of bill more. Just knock out and pay right now while it's on my brain. And yeah, that's it, people. Big man doing big man things. I'll post in the community. Me and baby girl in front of the new vehicle. You know, the man so I can see what I go on. But people, big up on yourselves. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whoever your team is, good luck to all of you. No, I don't mean that at all. Good luck to the Gunners alone. The rest of them are hoping to all drop points. I know it's impossible for everyone else to drop points, but yeah, you know who you are. Liverpool, Man City, United for sure, Chelsea. Yeah, man, I'm gonna drop some damn points, man, and stop the fucking winning. All right? Big up on yourself. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. So that's the people, Lagrange Cricket Grounds. If you know, you know. Big up on yourself, people, and go on all our vibes. Yo, go back a class, DJ. But Arsenal will drop points. Move up. Yeah, man. Big up on yourselves, man. Jason Gooner family, big up, big up, big up every time. Big up Tony K, big up DJ Shatta Hennessy, big up Jagans, big up Grizzle, big up Duckland, big up Jagans, big up Pristine, big up Coach Edwards. Yo, coach, make sure you know, coach. Make sure drop your scores. Big up yourself, coach. Man, add you up on the big board. Drop your score them in the comments. All 10. Yeah, man, because some weeks, you know, man, you go on good, you know. And then I look at me and say, John will start the man to put the whole I score them. Yeah, man, drop them. All right, big up to each and every one of you lot. We're out of here. I left this on the screen. Yeah, man, I love that commenter. Big up on yourselves, people. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. Come on, you